Big question. Why should I buy a Miracle Box? And what makes the Miracle Box so different than any other streaming media center out here? Well, we're going to talk about that when we return. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am the TV guy, and we're going to talk about the choices that you have available for streaming and how your choice can impact your experience. And we're going to talk about the best value for your money. Now, there are a lot of different media centers that you can get out here, anywhere from a Miracle Box, a Roku, or even one of the most popular ones, which is a Fire Stick. Now, keep in mind, when you buy these devices, I just dropped the Fire Stick, but when you buy these devices, keep in mind what you're getting. Are you buying a device that is standard, which means that, yeah, it's going to stream some things, but you're going to have to pay more money to add different types of applications to it. These apps are not free. They are costly when you're using a standard streaming media device. Then you have the other side of the coin, where you can actually use devices that are jailbroken or devices that give you an opportunity to stream your content for free. Either way, you're going to have a decision to make. Now, let's talk about this for a second. If you're looking to have the best option possible that's going to be kind to your wallet, then to be honest with you, you may not want to go the route of a standard streaming device because you're going to have to pay for every movie. If you're watching a lot of movies and you're eliminating cable, these movies cost anywhere from $5.99 to $14.99. So if you sit here and watch 10 movies at $5, that's $50 you paid for 10 movies. So let's just take standard devices out of the equation and let's talk about devices that will allow you to search movies and TV shows on demand for free. Now, when you get into jailbroken devices, you now are going to look at the price of what they cost. Now, a jailbroken Fire Stick will run usually around $60 to $100, and then you have other devices that may run cheaper. Now, when you order these devices, what's going to happen is you're probably going to have access to movies. But the biggest thing you need to consider is, am I getting tech support with my purchase? Am I getting customer service with my purchase? And if you're not, then these devices can come from being a dream to a complete nightmare and cause you pain and frustration. And most people just go back to paying the high cost of cable, and they will just do that because they don't want to spend time frustrated, causing them to lose more money or causing them to be in debt. Now, the streaming world can be a very exciting world, and it can save you thousands of dollars, but you have to get the right device. The way I see it is you're either going to pay a little bit now, or you're going to pay a ton of thousands later dealing with cable. So let's talk about why the Miracle Box may be the better choice for a lot of people. Now, if you are a person that knows how to find the best streaming apps out there, if you understand how to reprogram repositories, if you understand how to mess with dependencies, if you understand how to go through all of Kodi, if you understand video codecs, if you understand video players, if you're very, very technical and you have an aptitude to do this, or you're adept to do this, then the Miracle Box might not be the choice for you because of the cost. You may be better off getting a $40 Fire Stick and being able to do all of the maintenance yourself. And that's because you know how to do everything. So you know what the greatest apps are. You can fix video codecs issues. You can fix programming issues. You can strip away firmware. You understand the installation of firmware. You understand APKs. You understand how they work. You understand adaptability. You understand the maintenance of HTML5. You understand how the internet works. You understand all that stuff. You're a genius. So the Miracle Box really can't offer you any benefit other than the fact that we have access to certain services that you won't be able to find because we have exclusive deals with these services. But other than that, that's one thing that we have. And then we have an over-the-air updater, which is not meant for you because you know how to do everything and you don't need everything done easy. So if you're that person, no, the Miracle Box is not going to be for you because you don't need a service to do that when you can do all of that for yourself. That's just like a person that knows how to fix brakes on his car, taking his car to a mechanic to fix brakes. Why would you do that? Because you already know how to do brakes, so save your money and do it yourself. That's the big difference. If you're not a programmer, if you're not a techie, and you don't know how to do these things, then the Miracle Box is probably a better option. But if you do know how to do these things, then no, you don't need the Miracle Box. You shouldn't buy it. And you don't need service. You don't need anything. So that's the person that probably would not benefit from buying this. Now let's talk about the person that would benefit from buying this. If everything I just said is way past your head and you just got more confused than you were before you watched this video, then the Miracle Box is for you. The Miracle Box is a product you should get. Let me tell you why. Number one, unlike the Fire Stick or these other boxes, the Miracle Box is not made out of plastic. It is made out of military-grade aluminum that we get from Germany. This thing is built tough, so it can withstand drops. It can withstand different things. It can withstand kids and still play. I mean, you could drop it. And you know what? It's going to still work. Use it, but don't abuse it. You really don't want to go through what I did. So even though I did all this stuff with it, it is made to be a little more sturdy, to last you for a long time. So that's point number one. Point number two is this. So you can avoid having to go through all that technical mumbo jumbo I just mentioned. The Miracle Box has a technology team that works for you. You don't have to figure out what the newest app is. You don't have to figure out what the newest repository is. You don't have to know code. You don't have to know anything. The only thing you would probably have to know to do is how to use a remote, how to go left, right, up, and down. I think anyone can do that. It's no more difficult than what you're doing now for cable. So as long as you know that and you know how to connect to an internet, which this makes it easier, you can plug an Ethernet cord straight into this bad boy, or let me see if I have one here. I'll show you how easy it is. I may or may not have one. I do. To connect the Miracle Box to your internet, this is the only thing you have to do, pretty much. That's it. And you can use it. It comes ready to go. All of the apps that you may need have been pre-installed. So once you connect it to an internet source, you're ready to go. You're ready to start watching movies instantly. Like these other devices you may get, it may not be movie or TV ready. It may not be open box ready for you to stream. Cable is just too darn expensive. It's too expensive for anyone to be paying. I mean, right now, they said that the average person that could afford the full package of cable needs to make around $25 or $26 an hour of leisure income just to enjoy cable. That's a lot of money. People are not even getting paid that much. So that is the cost of cable, and that is why people are looking for other options. Now, the biggest thing about the Miracle Box, I think bigger than anything else, is it has been completely reprogrammed and redesigned to make it easier for you to navigate. It's not hard at all. It's very easy. All of the junk and the clutter has been removed, so you can actually get to your content a lot quicker and stream a lot quicker. Now, behind the scenes, we ensure that you have all the best streaming resources. Now, you've probably seen our videos, and in our videos, you notice that pretty much once a month, we're introducing something new, or we're showing you something new, and we have a huge website with a lot of resources that is dedicated to giving you all the training to navigate, which basically these videos are easy to watch. So you have a living user manual that you can go to anytime you want that will teach you to do different things. And we put out a lot of videos. So not only do we give you new things to play with and new resources for movies and TV shows, we also show you how to easily get them. And we have what's called an over-the-air updater, which when you press a button, it pretty much gives you all of our fixes. So that is the big easy part about the Miracle Box. It is very easy to use. You take away the headache of not knowing about this, and you're able to use this technology and still enjoy all the movies that the techies enjoy. Now let's get down to the most important part about the Miracle Box. Now the Miracle Box is not the cheapest device, and I'm going to tell you why it's not the cheapest device. Number one, it is built to last 10 or 15 years. As I said, I can, drop this thing and it will still work. So you see me abusing it. I don't recommend you abuse it like that because again, you don't want to wear and tear it, but again, I'm just showing you that as an example that there's no dents. It's built to do this because of what it's made out of. So let's talk about the big part. The big part is tech support. With the Miracle Box, when you buy the Miracle Box, you're also getting tech support for life. What does that mean? Okay, I'm going to compare it to other companies that you may know that offer tech support. Now, if you go out here and you buy a computer or a laptop from Microsoft, then obviously you're going to pay anywhere from $800 to $3,000 for that technology. Well, they give you a year of tech support. So if something goes wrong with it, then you got 1 year tech support. After the second year, you know what it costs to have tech support to help you fix your issue on your computer or laptop that you just spent $1,500 for? I can tell you it costs $499 per incident. Not a year, per incident. So that is the cost of tech support. Let's talk about what cable charges. Now, if you are paying for cable, obviously you're paying to rent their devices. And then you also have to pay a fee for securing their ability to give you tech support. Now, let's say you decided to take all your devices back and you wanted to go and buy your own cable modem, and you wanted to go and buy like a device like the Miracle Box, or you wanted to go buy some other device that was not a Miracle Box. Let's say you bought a cable card that you can stick into your TV. Well, because you're not using their equipment, if you have trouble with cable, do you know how much money they charge for tech support? They charge you $75 just to come out. So if you had someone come out twice in 1 week, that's $150 you paid on top of your monthly bill. What's the cool thing about Miracle Box? How much do we charge for tech support? We charge nothing for tech support. You get it free for life. If something goes wrong technically, then we give you tech support. You don't have to pay for it. It's built into your purchase. That's the big difference with Miracle Box, is that you have tech support, you have customer service. We even have a help desk that most of you have went to that is actually in our resource library. So if the videos don't help you, well, guess what? You can send a support ticket and we'll help you with tech support. That's the main difference. And if you're a person who wants to do this as a means of TV, and you want to have something that's going to replace the cable and it's going to be a good alternative, well, you want to have something that's going to last long. You want to have something that's going to have support, and you're going to want to have something that stays updated, so you don't have to worry about all the crazy changes that go on. All you have to do basically is press a button and all your stuff is updated, and you can actually watch what you want to watch. So if you're wondering if the Miracle Box is right for you, then take this information and decide, is it right for you? Is it the purchase for you? Do you want to put up with all the crazy things that might go on in streaming and be out there in these streets with no support? You know, the streaming industry is a new industry. A lot of people buy devices, they get them home, there's no support, there's no email, there's no person to talk to, there's no human, and you got something that just wasted your time, wasted your money, and it doesn't work, and you don't even have help to get it going. We have customers that are 90 years old, and we walk them through. We have a 90-year-old lady right now who is streaming like it's no one's business, and she can get the movies easy. Why? Because we built this thing to be workable for anyone that is new to streaming. That's the difference. If you are just taking the plunge to cut the cord, congratulations to you. And if you want the best device to watch all your movies and TV shows, MiracleBox is that device for you. Not to mention, we also have additional services that we get from service providers, and we guarantee you that these services will work by giving you an uptime guarantee. A lot of places don't do that. There was a company recently called Set TV. A lot of people paid money to buy them. Some people paid for the year. Some people paid $100, $200 for the year. And guess what? That company went out of business. Those people lost their money, and they don't have any explanation. That would never happen with MiracleBox because we hold service providers accountable. And if it does happen, well, guess what? We step in and we find a replacement, but we don't charge you. Again, the customer is our #1 focus. So hopefully this information was what you needed to make a decision about how you should go with your streaming entertainment. Thanks for listening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the TV Guy, and we look forward to service you as a customer if you choose us. And remember, visit replacethecable.com and you can actually check out the MiracleBox in full and see what it has to offer. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and make sure you subscribe to this channel for more great videos.